On the chilly streets of Tulcan, Andrés Rodriguez tries to sell his Venezuelan bolivars. Hyperinflation in Venezuela has made this money worthless. But Rodriguez is trying to sell the bills as souvenirs from an economically devastated country.
No me gusta hacer esto, te soy sincero, esto es algo de migrante para mí.
I don't like doing this. It's embarrassing. I was a cook at home and now I'm begging here on the streets so I can buy my next meal. It's unpleasant, but for now, it's all I can do.
Tulcan is 1,500 kilometers from Venezuela, but there's a growing number of Venezuelan migrants working in this sleepy border town as they save up to go to bigger cities in Ecuador, Chile, and Peru. Earlier this month, Ecuador declared a state of emergency in Tulcan and 2 other provinces, as 20,000 Venezuelans arrived at its northern border in just 4 days. Last week, Ecuador's president made it harder for Venezuelan migrants to enter the country, saying that only those who carry a passport will be allowed in. It's a decision that has left many Venezuelans stranded.
Nowadays, it's almost impossible to get a passport in Venezuela. I tried for a year and didn't succeed. If we get denied entry into Ecuador, we'll just have to stay working in Colombia because nothing will get solved by going home.
For those who make it into Ecuador, there is some help. At the border crossing near Tulcan, nurses provide free shots for children who come from Venezuelan towns where hospitals have run out of vaccines. There's tents for immigrants, and there's even a daycare center for migrant children.
These kids have come from far away, and sometimes they've walked for long parts of their journeys. They haven't eaten well, and sometimes they've been exposed to violent surroundings.
But even though Venezuelan migrants have been given some help, Ecuadorian officials worry they'll become a problem. More than 500,000 Venezuelans have arrived in Ecuador this year.
The first Venezuelan immigrants coming into Ecuador were people with university degrees, and they had some money. But most of the Venezuelans coming now have nothing.
If Venezuela fails to solve its economic problems, its people will continue to migrate. And South American nations will have to find new ways to cope with this growing exodus. Manuel Rueda, TRT World, Tulcan, Ecuador.